Hey everyone, it's your boy Pee Wee back with another video. So I posted a video of which comics that I think would be a good introduction into the Chinese comics, manhwa, and I figured why not make one for Korean comics as well if on the flip side, you mainly just read Chinese comics and Japanese comics, which Korean comics would be good ones to get into. So let's just get right into it. So the first one I would definitely recommend would be Heavenly Grand Archives Young Master. I feel like this one is a pretty solid one to get into as your first um, manhwa to read. It definitely, there are plenty of other manhwa that have similar aspects to this one, and I feel like this one basically is just a good introduction into the Mirim comics or just comics in general that deal with a slightly overpowered main character and basically I don't want to say reincarnation because this one doesn't really have reincarnation, but it's basically just he goes from this body, which is his original body, but he gets transported into this body. So it's not really reincarnation because it's like there's no time travel or anything. It's like the same status quo and like time period. He just switches bodies with this person and whatnot. Anyways, uh, a quick synopsis, like I said, is that they switch bodies. He begins becoming the young master of the Heavenly Grand Archive, whereas in the beginning he was the leader of the Mirim Alliance. He basically just tries to figure out who, like his main goal is to become stronger, figure out who switched his bodies, and just I don't know if it's about getting revenge on them, mainly as much as just finding out why. Uh, but overall, it's just a cultivation where he elevates his own power. He elevates the Grand Archive's power, which is like his new like sect or like his new family, and basically just trying to navigate his new life. And I think there's a good mix of comedy. There are certain panels and certain expressions that are pretty funny that may give you a little laugh here and there. The plot's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing too crazy or exciting. He's definitely for someone who was a alliance leader, so much to say, is he is definitely is more easygoing than strict when it comes to adhering to the righteous guidelines or whatever you want to call it. Um, but my favorite part about this is mainly just the character interactions he has with other people. Like the relationships from when he was his original self transfer over to him as his new person where he can't pretty like explain to the people who he knows how he knows them or why he feels a certain way about them, but you can just feel the sincerity in these relationships and how much he cares for these people, and it's just overall it's just a heartwarming, uh funny and just relatively decent story that I think is a very good introduction into the world of Korean comics. But the other one I would recommend would be a Killer Peter. Now there are a lot of Korean comics that are about revenge, and not just Korean comics, but like comics in general about revenge. And this one is probably one where I like you can tell he's actually getting his revenge. Like a lot of revenge comics that tend to like just forget about the whole aspect of revenge, which I don't understand why, but it's a big problem to me that a lot of these revenge stories don't actually end up in getting revenge. But this one, he definitely like you can tell he's focused on revenge in that he is focused on getting it. The quick synopsis is he worked for a crime organization. He was a hitman, so to speak, and basically when he's about to leave it, like he thinks he's about to retire from this life and go on and spend the rest of his days like doing what he wants, but instead they kill him and he gets reincarnated to his younger self, and I guess it's regression at that point, but he regresses to when he was younger and So his main focus is getting revenge on the people who killed him, and so that's basically what the story's about. It's just a revenge story. The reason I would recommend this one is one, it's a good introduction to revenge stories because there are a lot of them out there. And I feel like getting revenge is like the whole purpose of the revenge stories, and in this one he actually does get it, so that's why I recommend this one over others. The art is honestly phenomenal. Like it is some of the like the fight scenes and just the attention to detail in this comic is just outstanding, and it is beautiful. It is amazing, and I just overall I love it. But the characters, the MC's ruthless. He's focused on getting his revenge, and he will do what it takes to get it. And he doesn't feel any remorse in harming those that harmed him in his previous life or that are a part of the organization that harmed him in his previous life. So he doesn't hold back, and that's pretty much why I like it the most. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely the other one that I would recommend if you don't want to go like cultivation as your first introduction. This happens in the modern world, and there's no cultivation, there's no power upping or anything like that. This is just straight up um, what you think you're gonna get. And I feel like overall that in itself, with combined with the beautiful art and the interactions between characters, that this is definitely a good place to start if you don't want to go the cultivation route. But yeah, so those are my two recommendations. Um, I feel like these two are probably the easiest to get into and ones that you would enjoy the most for your first dive into Korean comics. But that'll be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.